So when you go into the marketplace, you'll see that here you're presented with a search bar, some featured listings, a process explaining the steps that the buyer needs to take, some cities, and properties by category. Let's say we do a quick search for Toronto. We'll see here a couple of results that show up. And again, we can apply some filters. Let's say I'm interested in LSQ2. I'll click on that and I'll see some information, the price range, bedroom range, so on and so forth. Some PDFs that exist, such as, for example, deposit information. And let's say I want to see what units exist over here. I can do that over here. And again, some filters. Let's say I wanted to see everything that has a minimum beds of 2. I can see that over here. And again, this is listed by floor. Let's say I'm interested in this unit. I'll click on it. I'll be able to see information about this unit, such as the exact price, again, the PDF that exists. And let's say I'm interested in this unit or project, but I'm not yet ready to reserve. I can click on Contact Us, which will go straight to the developer. This information here is pre-filled because I'm logged in. I can type in a message and submit it. And if I'm actually ready to reserve the unit, I can click on Reserve, and I can enter in my information right over here and actually instantly reserve the unit. This worksheet here is customizable for the developer as well. Let's quickly take a look at some of the reservations that I've already made. So if I go to reservations here, you can see that I've made 2. This one over here, I need to select the features and finishes. So I can click on the features and finishes that I want, pick, for example, the floor plan tiles, so on, and submit it. If we take a look at the other reservation, you can see that one I'm already done. You can see here I've selected them. And right now the next step is signatures, which need to be sent by the developer. And speaking of the developer, let's take a quick look at the developer TMS over here. When the developer first goes in, they'll see the projects that exist. Let's say they want to see a list of their projects. They'll go over here. Again, list in grid view. They can create a project. Let's take a look at the same project that we were taking a look at on the marketplace, LSQ2. Again, some dashboards over here for the developer to look at. Inventory. So over here, they can see the inventory that exists. They can filter by available, sold, processing, and so forth. Anything that's active are things that are actually going to show up on the marketplace right away. That's kind of how we connect the TMS to the marketplace. But again, this is all customizable. And let's say that one of the powerful tools here is, let's say the project is doing really well and you want to increase the price for a couple of units right away. You can click on the units, go over here, click on change price by percent, increase or decrease, enter the amount, and change the price right away. Another powerful thing is actually creating bulk units. Unit creation can be a time-consuming process. We've tried to simplify it over here. So you pick the floor plan, you pick from floor 5, let's say, to floor 10, for example. I want 2 of these units. The unit type is condo. Visibility, I'm going to set to active right away. You'll enter the name and the price, and you'll be able to bulk create these units. This information here is pre-filled because of the floor plan. Add some photos, and click on create, and you'll be on your way. Getting closer to the end over here, let's take a look at unit information requests. So this is the sales CRM part that I was mentioning from the marketplace, the contact us button. You can see here we have a request that came in for information from Helen, and the project is the Q Tower. As part of the next step over here, we're going to add a form so the developer can reply to this and start a conversation right away with the buyer, or with the prospective buyer. Taking a look at reservations, so you can see the reservations that I've created, for example, the 2 that I was showing on the marketplace. So again, if you click on this one, you can see over here it's pending user selections. That's the step that it's in. And if we go back, we can see that for this one, the user has already selected the features and finishes. You can see which ones they picked. And this step will be sending documents. Sending documents part is contracts. That part is customizable as well. Different contracts that you may need at different steps, we can all customize that. That's really it for the TMS. And one last thing is, one thing we have in beta is the virtual assistant chatbot. So let's say I'm interested in projects in Toronto with a budget of less than 800,000. I just want to get some recommendations. You can see over here it's working, and I'll give you some project recommendations that exist in Toronto and the actual prices that exist for this. Again, this is in super early beta. We just launched this about a week ago, and we're starting to play around with it.